Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back, y'all, with a brand new review for the Never Ever Mets, Season 1, Episode 9. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. So when the episode first opens up, Jody has to finally say what she really feels. So the therapist is asking her if it's worth pursuing. This girl said, it is. Girl, please, for the love of everything Never Ever Mets, please tell the truth. She's like, well, you know, I'm just very complex and he accepts me. And I'm just thinking, like, who else is going to accept me? Like, who else? You know, girl, anyway, she's saying a lot of nothing, talking about they connect on the creative side. Well, when he had you in them little outfits getting ready to take that picture, it didn't look like no connection was happening, creative or otherwise. And he also, you know, he believes the same thing as me, like marriage is a business. Girl, anyway, that's a bunch of BS. Jody, you are full of it. Dr. Allie is saying that her talking about marriage is a business, is a trauma response. And she told her that she deserves love and she deserves to be loved wholeheartedly. Now, I do agree with that. You do deserve love and you do deserve to be loved wholeheartedly. You shouldn't have to be faking a relationship just to be on TV. Now, maybe she is suffering from trauma. And I think maybe she may have, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, child. Maybe she chose Aaron because she knows that she can keep him at bay and she does not have to give much. Because, see, he's pretty much a go along to get along type of guy. So as long as he does whatever you say to do, everything's going to be okay. Moving forward. Jody, you need to be engaging in one-on-one therapy, the kind that does not involve a relationship. This ain't the show for you. You are wasting this man's time and mine too. In the next scene, it's Greg's birthday. So he's starting it off with a little drinky-drink, taking a little shot. Millie says she's taking him out to dinner. And then, you know, she has the surprise party planned for him. The 90s themed surprise party. Okay? Emphasis on 90s. Because, child, we ain't seen none of that. So Josh and Shay go out to meet with Taronda. Josh said, you know, as far as me and Shay are concerned, anybody can tell that the love is real. Well, baby, that ain't what Alexis said. Alexis said, you told her that you and Shay were not even a real couple. So is the love real or is it a real lie? Which one is it? So Shay was saying that, you know, they're going to move in together. You know, I'm just kidding. But, you know, we want to move to Texas. Girl, well, if you're going to move to Texas, pass Houston up. Okay? Dallas, you up next. We don't want Shay and we don't want Josh, child. Then go on down there to D-Town, honey. D-Town, boogie your ass right on down to Dallas, okay? This ain't Texas. This ain't Texas. Houston is no longer a part of Texas, child. So Taronda is trying to tell Shay, girl, it is hard work living with a man. It's more than a notion. It sure is. I mean, it's cute at first, but it gets real in the field. And baby, you don't never know somebody until you live with them. And you don't even really know him because y'all have never, ever met. Just because y'all were pen pals for 12 years does not mean you should rush into living together in an entirely different city and state that neither one of you are from. Like, what is going on? Who is doing the critical thinking in the relationship? Like, what's happening? This is a mess. They have people coming, okay? Her sister is coming and his high school friend Warren is coming. In the next scene, Chris and Sandia are going on a solo date. It's the final date for the two of them. Sandia is getting treated to horseback riding and she said it was on her bucket list. She was like, he may not be able to communicate, but he sure can listen. Baby, that is a tactic. Okay? Chris fooled me once with that helicopter ride, but he ain't gonna fool me twice. And girl, don't let him fool you, and he ain't fooling me. Do not buy into him doing what it is that he hears you say that you want him to do, because where it really counts, he's coming up short. Okay, so this right here, Now, he did have a little nice picnic set up, and she couldn't even eat a grape good. He was like, so are you leaving with me or are you leaving alone? You know, especially with my ways and you know how I am. She was like, well, you know, we're working on it. Girl, if you stick around, you can never get this time back. But when they show you who they are the first time, believe them. As cliche as it sounds, that is the realest thing that I think has ever been quoted. People are who they are. If he has shown you that he is Chris, he already said that women are not capable of making decisions. That is how he feels. That ain't gonna change. I mean, look at his friend Pinto. Ciao. Anyway, if you like it, I love it. Moving forward. She said when they leave, she's going back to work, right? So he was like, well, I really just don't want you to work. No, thank you. I would not trust that he wouldn't throw it in her face, trying to manipulate her and isolate her and everything else, honey. Always have your own. Don't let that man have you trapped. You ain't got no bank account, no car. The car is in his name. You can't leave until, absolutely not. Now, I know I may be jumping ahead, but I'm just trying to help you, Sandia. I'm just saying. Moving forward. So they're talking about marriage and kids when they need to be addressing the issues that brought them there. Like, y'all need to be talking about why he feels like being a chauvinist, misogynistic jerk is okay. Y'all don't need to be talking about no marriage and no kids. Over on the other side, Diamond and Aaron with an H, they meet with the therapist. So Dr. Allie is asking how things are in the house. Here go Aaron talking about, I just feel like I'm around kids and I really can't relate to them. I mean, I talked to them for a little while, then I just gone on about my business because they ain't talk about nothing. Then Diamond gonna say, yeah, I feel like they need to mature. Ma'am, now I don't know if y'all were on that live last night, baby, but it went up on a Thursday. If y'all were not on that live, go to that live where you don't have to actually watch the entire thing. There are chapters. Go to the chapter that says Diamond versus Shay and read what Diamond had to say about Shay. Does that seem like maturity? Because, baby, the way you went off on her in that Facebook group, that was far from mature. I'm just saying. So Dr. Allie said, well, were you guys giving advice? He said, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't really received. Because, I mean, me being my age, you know, I've been through a lot of things. And they sit up there feeling like we was just trying to be messy. So we just walk away and we don't get involved. Aaron, you and your lady started 80% of all of that drama in that damn house. And I have seen you walk to the mess, but never away from the mess. Shay wasn't even talking to you and you rolled up on her. So I'm trying to figure out when it is that you walk away from the mess. So then they get to Diamond's sister and her visit. And Aaron's like, well, I mean, she came in with the negative energy and I came in calm. Sir, and again, you started it. You know what, Aaron? You are a revisionist historian. You remember things very differently than they actually happened. Now, I know that the two of you did get into it and both of y'all were wrong, but you started it. Aaron is sitting in Dr. Allie's face lying like he's a saint. Talking about people like that, I just pray for them. Baby, that's why I don't let everybody pray over me. Don't pray for me because ain't no telling what you praying. Because the way that you behave, I don't trust nothing about it, honey. Please don't pray for me. That's why I don't be asking for prayers, honey, because sometimes people have ulterior motives and I would not want Aaron putting his freshly painted fingernails together to pray for me. Absolutely not. Moving forward. So then Diamond was like, yeah, you know, I was telling him that it's just so crazy because every time something happens, it's like me and him get closer and closer. Oh, okay. So y'all get turned on by starting mess. Y'all a match made in dysfunctional, toxic heaven. And Dr. Allie said, well, I don't want y'all getting closer because of drama. Well, honey, it's too late for that. Now, I don't know what they have on production, but how do we go a whole season without addressing that proposal? Because Dr. Allie was basically like, well, you guys have gotten through it, so I wish you all the best. What? No. I want to know. Y'all better have a reunion because I want to know about that proposal and I ain't going to let it go. I need to know, child. And what kind of a twisted relationship y'all got where stirring up mess with other couples brings you closer? That is crazy. Shay and Josh. So they're going to get their matching tattoos. Child, what in the black ink crew is happening here? Why are y'all in this tattoo place? Why? You could match those flights, but y'all are getting matching tattoos. You said that your mom does not even know about your little internet friend, but y'all are down to the tattoo parlor, as my grandmother calls it. Y'all at the tattoo parlor, but y'all cannot meet each other before 12 years has passed. Okay. Now, of course, she's going first. Talking about, yeah, I don't really like this pain. You know I don't like pain. He said, but you said you want to have 2 kids. Girl, you sound about as silly. You better not lay down and have no 2 kids with this man. Baby, this is going to be a disaster. You went through pain finding out about his other children. So, I mean, clearly you can accept the pain. They get these yin and yang tattoos. Well, I mean, y'all do give yin yang twins say, ay, 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 ay. Baby, y'all do give yin yang twins. So I guess y'all 369. Dang, she fine. Show that socket to me one more time. Get low. Oh, child, this is a fool, honey. Shout out to the yin yang twins. Tattoos are the kiss of death in relationships. I don't know why it feels like Shay pays for everything. As I was watching this, I was just like, why Shay pull out her purse? Josh seems like the type of man when they standing in line at the Burger King, he's standing behind her, holding her waist, kissing on her neck, because he know he about to get a number 3 extra cheese, hold the mayo, extra tomatoes. Baby, she about to pay for all that and make it a large. Baby, make it a large. Millie and Greg. So they're out to dinner for his birthday. Millie, you could have zhuzhed it up a little bit. I was like, girl, what in a casual fit? Anyway, they're out to dinner. They're talking about kids and her time frame because she's 32. And, you know, they tell you that your pregnancy is a geriatric pregnancy at 35, right? So Greg is down for it. He's ready to have the kids of it all. Girl, you wouldn't even let the man kiss you. So, I mean, I hope y'all get to it and get into it. If you want to have kids, girl, you're going to have to let him touch you. What are you even talking about? Not y'all talking about babies, and Bella just made it over there to that boom boom room to hold each other. Okay, and I'm doing air quotes. So he ends up giving her a gift on his birthday. I said, oh, that's sweet. He gave her a pretty necklace with like a single pearl in the middle. I mean, they might be all right, but I feel like the two of them have a lot of work to do on themselves first. Millie, you ain't fooling me, okay? Now, you didn't have a little quiet few episodes because you ain't been fighting with Chris, but you still ain't fooling me. And watching this episode just showed me what the show was lacking. We should have been seeing more dates. I would have loved to see more outside dates with each couple so I could see how they interacted with each other instead of just house drama. Because really and truly, if you think back on this show and there's been 9 episodes, the only thing this show was about is Jody flirting with Chris and Jody not wanting Earring Aaron and Diamond and Aaron with an H starting mess with the M. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. There was nothing about the couples that I really learned. They didn't develop. I don't know what this was. I really don't. Like, what is the premise? Okay, so never ever met. So now they met, and now what? See, that's why we needed to see the dates, because now that you've met each other, let's see how you interact. But we didn't get any of that, but a whole bunch of sexual exercises. Child, we don't need to see that. And they didn't need that boom boom room. Moving forward. Now, he did say that he wanted Millie and that he wants to be exclusive with her. So they get back to the house to his surprise party. Surprise! I mean, they set it up real cute, though. But Diamond with the Y and Aaron with the H, y'all are so childish and petty for not helping to set things up. But y'all sure was standing up in there with all them clothes on, looking around. Surprise, happy birthday. Like, why did y'all do that? Because they asked why Diamond has never said she loved you before, Aaron? Boy, y'all are petty. Do you hear me? So then he got up there, he started speaking his speech, and then they played a drinking game. Now, everybody's having a good time, right? And around this time, Diamond and Aaron with an H, they leave because it's like, I don't know what y'all about to do, but we don't want to be a part of it. So they get ready to go upstairs. Greg wants to do this little lap dance thing. So, you know, you got to get into it if you're going to get into it. And for whatever reason, Jody was the first one to get on a chair for Aaron to do his little Chippendales dance. I mean, he did a little something, but she was sitting there like a bump on a log. Ma'am, nobody asked you to volunteer. Why are you volunteering just so you can look stupid and have these facial expressions on your face, letting everybody know that you'd rather have a V8? Why even do that? You might as well just have sat over there on the side. There was no reason for you to interact if you weren't going to interact. So everything is going down, right? And then Chris looks and says to the group, well, we know that there's one woman in here who has expressed liking other women. So, Jody, I dare you to kiss Sandia. So Sandia is looking like, say what now? This explains so much to me. When he said that Jody liked women as well, that explains so much. Jody only fixed her damn self up when that BFF showed up. That's probably who she really in love with, allegedly. Okay, that's the only time. And her and Aaron got a lot more in common than we thought. We got something in common. Honey, if y'all pick up what I'm putting down, they sure got a lot in common, child. She kissed Sandia with more passion than she's ever given Aaron. Aaron, she don't like you, big dog. Like, not at all. The way she lit up like a kid at Christmas and then turned around and looked at you in disgust in the very next scene. This is crazy. Here goes Sandia talking about, that's my first and last time. I mean, it was a game. Chris knows that I'm not into that. Girl, please. What you just proved to him is that you're with whatever he wants. He could manipulate you into doing whatever it is that he wants, including in the bedroom. What is wrong with saying no? All you had to say was, no. Well, she will not be putting them lips on me. Okay? Absolutely not. It's a no for me. Just say no. They teach you that in elementary school. So they got off of that. Then they dared Aaron to strip down to nothing and run around the house. The look of disgust on Jody's face, she looked like she wanted to throw up. Now, Aaron, you got a tight little body on you, though. I was looking at you, I said, okay. You kind of got a little tight little body on you. But please stop embarrassing yourself. I am so glad that this is the next to last episode, so you don't have to put yourself through the torture any longer. Put us and you out of your misery, because this is just embarrassing, and I cringe every time you do anything with Jody. You gave her that dance and she didn't even blink. She was just like, ugh, get off of me. It's just a trip. In the next scene, it's the next day, and Shay's sister Ashley in her pleather skirt, they show up. Hey girl, Shay's sister was so pretty. Shay talking about, if my sister don't like him, then it's a wrap. Girl, please, you gonna talk to him no matter what. So they sit down and she goes, you remember Josh, right? Her sister said, no. Girl, them people don't know Josh. Then in the same breath, she turns around and gets in the confessional and says, I haven't said anything to my mom or whatever, because Josh is just like, we just met on the internet. So I just really didn't even want to say nothing, because it's just like a little online thing. When it's serious, I'm going to tell my mama. Shay, go away from me with this. So she's filling her sister in on what's going on with her and Josh. The sister is like, girl, anyway. And then she shows her the matching tattoo. So he comes out. He finally meets her sister. Her sister is asking questions like, what's your name? What's your sign? What are you going to do with my sister? What are your intentions? When y'all going to make it official? Basically, when are y'all getting married? Ma'am, they just met each other. When they get married? Girl, they have just met. He said, in about 2 years. She said, but it's been 12. Girl, we don't want to rush them. Okay? It's a lot to unpack, and Shay is not being completely honest. Josh don't want nothing from Shay except a little money till he get his check. That's it. Josh talking about, well, I haven't stopped smiling since I've been here. I don't think that the sister was buying what he was selling, but maybe that's just me. Josh's friend, Warren, he finally arrives. Baby, Warren was dressed like a host at a fine dining restaurant. I said, look at Warren. Baby, Warren was dressed up. Do you hear me? He had that buttoned up to the top. That man said, I'm going to be on television. I know that's right. Mama, I made it. Here goes Josh. Well, she want to have some kids and you want to move and everything. I ain't never been in love. Not 2 whole kids and ain't never been in love. Ladies, we have got to stop busting it wide open and popping it for pimp. If they gonna turn around and say, after giving us 2 kids, that they have never been in love. You'll see how that's why we have to be very selective, honey. Clank, clank. Honey, put that chastity belt on and don't undo it until you know he's worth it. Like, baby, if I could go back and put on a chastity belt for all the times I made a fool out of myself, I definitely would. That's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. Anywho, Josh telling his friend, we're house favorites. Boy, gone. Shay is outside telling her sister, yeah, he want to move me out to Texas, and I think I'm in love. Do you really? And when did he say he want to move you out to Texas? I think you want to move him away from that roommate so y'all can go somewhere where nobody knows either one of you and you can start over. So the lies won't unfold while y'all trying to get to know each other. He wants to move you to Texas after 12 years and never meeting, away from his kids. Girl, be very for real right now. She was like, so what do you think? You think I'm making the right decision? But then sister lost me. She was doing good. Then she gonna say, I'm feeling it. Sister, you just want to visit Texas, honey, for a little getaway. You ain't feeling that man and you know better. Moving forward. Josh's friend was just there to play pool, I guess. Because, I mean, the friend said, look, as long as he's happy, I'm happy for him. If he like it, I love it. Now, Shay did reveal that there was a little tension between her and the friend at first. So maybe he didn't like how Shay treated Josh. But, I mean, y'all on this show. So, okay, go with it. But I feel like the friend could have Skyped in. Because, baby, he was there all of 5 minutes. In the next scene, Diamond and Aaron are dressed up in their red ensembles for a little wine tasting. The way that Diamond was throwing that wine back like shots, girl, have some class. So she was like, you know, I just don't even really drink. But that house, I have to have some liquor because of that house. So the man takes them into the other part of the winery, right? Aaron had it set up with her favorite flowers, which are tulips. He had candles. I mean, it was a very pretty setup. Don't get me wrong. It really was. So then Aaron started speaking his speech. Y'all know he always got something to say. But what tripped me out is he didn't start saying all the things he loved about Diamond with the Y. He starts it off by saying, you know, we've been through a lot. And you know, we've been through a lot in this house. What does that have to do with your love for me? What is going on here? So he gets down on bended knee. Baby, he gets down on bended knee. And she's looking at him. And he pulls out that recycled ring and asks Diamond with the Y to marry him with the Y. To be continued. And that was the end of the episode. Listen, I don't know if Diamond's going to say yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. But we shall see next episode, because next episode is the finale of this show, The Never Ever Mets. I don't think that this show will never ever come back because it was not that good. And if it does, more dates, flush it out, make it make sense. Okay. And Diamond, if it were me, I would not accept anything from him because proposals just come a little bit too easy for him. You get a ring and you get a ring and you get a ring. I don't like that. He needs to really work for your love and affection. But at the end of the episode, y'all, normally I don't watch to the end of the episode. When I see, and that was the end of the episode, I usually go do something else because I have a lot of things to do in between doing the reviews. But y'all, my mouth was wide open at the end of the episode because Josh's friend has passed on. The one that he brought to the show, his high school friend Warren. So my condolences to both Josh and Warren's family. My prayers are with you. I was not expecting that. I really was not. I said, oh my gosh. So rest in peace, Warren. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. I feel like if they would have done more dates to begin with, then it would have been a lot better. But I mean, we got what we got, and that's just that on that. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.